The RMS Titanic was a British passenger liner operated by the White Star Line. It was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and was one of 3 Olympic-class ocean liners constructed by the company. The Titanic was widely regarded as the most luxurious and technologically advanced ship of its time. Construction of the Titanic began in March 1909, and the ship was launched on May 31, 1911. It underwent extensive fitting out and sea trials before being deemed ready for its maiden voyage. The Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on April 10, 1912, bound for New York City, with stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now Cove, Ireland. The ship was commanded by Captain Edward Smith, a highly experienced sailor. On the night of April 14, 1912, while sailing through the North Atlantic, the Titanic struck an iceberg at around 11:40 p.m. The collision caused extensive damage to the ship's hull, puncturing several compartments along its starboard side. Despite efforts to contain the flooding, the Titanic began to sink rapidly. The ship's inadequate number of lifeboats meant that many passengers and crew were unable to evacuate in time. The Titanic's distress signals were received by nearby vessels, including the RMS Carpathia, which rushed to the scene to assist with rescue efforts. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the Titanic sank beneath the waves, taking more than 1,500 lives with it. Approximately 705 survivors were rescued by the Carpathia and other vessels that responded to the distress calls. The sinking of the Titanic was a profound tragedy that shocked the world and led to widespread mourning and calls for maritime safety reforms. Investigations into the disaster highlighted shortcomings in ship design, safety procedures, and emergency response protocols. As a result, significant changes were made to maritime regulations to improve passenger safety and prevent similar tragedies in the future.